Damn, Periscope. Good night, people. Good night. My Periscope was bugging. Just started doing crap. But yeah, I am like so tired of all the negativity on Periscope. If people are not talking about sex or talking about this person did something wrong to them, or life is jacked up, or more sex, or just negativity. Help me understand, how did we get so negative as a people, as a world? How did humans get so negative? I tell you, I am so tired of just hearing about negativity. I want to talk about something positive. I want to follow people on Periscope that talk about positive things, that talk about uplifting one another, talk about inspiring each other as a people, and particularly black people. Particularly black people. Why do we always have to reduce ourselves down to just talking about sex, or just talking about this man or this woman? Or please, surely there must be something else in the world we can talk about. Let's talk about how we can empower ourselves to be better. Let's talk about how we can have a purpose in life and not just exist. You know, even on Facebook and social media, if somebody is talking about something negative, everybody's on it. Everybody's following them. Everybody's got something to say. But when you want to talk about something positive, exactly, just talking about each other and bringing each other down, finding every bad thing that that person has ever done in life. Just the fact that even this broadcast doesn't have a lot of followers because people do not want to talk about positive things. People don't want to have a positive vibe. We are entrenched in negativity. And as we go about our day, you know, I start to ask myself, do we really want to be better? Do we want to really do we really want to see a better world? Or are we just okay? Are we content? And that's the question I want to talk about. Are we content to just settle for this? Well, I know I'm not content. I know every day I try to be. They are not sharing. That's why folks can't accept. What do you mean they are not sharing? Yeah. Well, you know, I'm plugging away and trying to educate people on the next level, but people are content to stay stuck on a level where their mind is so limited. And when we limit our mind, when we close our mind, and when we start to only see things in one way, there is only room for negativity. You know, and I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying I'm positive every day, all day. You know, I'm not saying it. Some days I struggle. But what I have found is that the more we allow ourselves to be entrenched in negativity, the less opportunity we have to grow. the less opportunity we have to venture into a different zone. And we can talk it all, talk it all, talk it all we want. But at the end of the day, unless we commit to changing our mindset, we are never going to prosper. Well, I'm not concerned with what people think of me. I can honestly say that I have resolved myself that there are two types of people in the world generally. There are people that are going to see past your negativity. There are people that are going to see past your faults, and they're going to love and respect you for your honesty and forthright. And there are people that are just going to see you as negative, and they're going to try to infuse their negativity on you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. And because I just wanted to go to bed on a positive vibe, like a positive tip. I'm tired of going to bed with the last thing I hear is something negative. And I hate to say it, you know. I hate to say it, but a lot of times it's our own people always trying to be negative and bring you down. And I don't know what it is about us that we can't encourage one another. I don't know what it is about our people, our culture that we listen. I can guarantee you that if I put up something negative on my Facebook page, if I put something negative on my Instagram or came on Periscope and start talking negative, I would have 100 followers right now. But when you say you want to talk about something positive because you're tired of the negativity, people barely want to hear that. But that's okay, you know, because this is one thing I know for certain. You cannot block out light. You cannot block out light in somebody's heart. No matter how much you try, you cannot block it out. It will come out. My granny used to say that saying all the time, what is done in the dark will come out in the light. And I am a firm believer that those persons that have goodness and light in their heart, it will come out. So I run into people all day that have something negative to say to me. All day. And you know what? I just keep smiling. I said, is that right? Well, hey, they're doing them, I'm going to do me. Because I can answer for me. I can't answer for anybody else. But what I refuse to do is feed into their negativity. I refuse to feed into negativity. I mean, check it out. You ever have those friends that, you know, they're your friends and everything, but when you really start to listen to them, you realize, listen, every time I talk to this person, I start to feel drained, you know, and I have a term for people like that. I call them leeches, huh? Because they try to suck everything out of you, suck all the energy out of you until you start thinking negative stuff and you're like, damn, I wasn't even thinking about no negativity till I start talking to this person. So what you have to do is we have to start recognizing the leeches in the world who are only about negative. And we have to pick them off of us and flick them away. And I guarantee you that if you follow the plan that I have with dealing with leeches, you'd find that they would start to not even try to suck your blood. This is what I do. I run into somebody negative and they start going on a negative tip and telling me all the bad things in the world and everything this person did and why I shouldn't like that person. I say, you know what? I think I'm going to like them anyway. Every time you counter some negativity with positivity, it's almost like kryptonite to them. They start freaking out and saying stuff like, why are you always so happy? Mm-hmm. Try it. See, because I used to live my life letting negative people get in here. And then you notice what I notice? That the spark in my eyes start to fade and become heavy. Because I was always trying to, let them feed into my mind and suck out my positive. And the more I started throwing back positive when they started with the negative, the more I became lighter. And that's really where I'm at in my life right now. I'm light. I don't stress about too much, I'm light because I don't let the leeches suck off of me. I don't buy into the foolishness. I don't follow negative people on Instagram. I don't follow negative people on Facebook. They might follow me, but I don't follow them. I don't look at negative bull crap on Periscope. If it ain't positive, I click on there. I hear negativity, gone. And when I start to feel the weight or even a flicker of negativity, I start searching for positive. And that's what led me to this scope today. I wanted to go to bed with something positive. And I said, even if only one person came on this scope to share with me, that was good enough for me. And I got 2. Maybe more, I don't know, because my scope, I don't know, my scope acts crazy sometimes. But I'm excited. I'm going to bed excited because I know there are at least 2 people in the world who ain't trying to be negative. And I appreciate you 2. And I thank you for sharing a minute with me. I appreciate that. Now, if we could just get some more people to come on and share something positive before we go to bed, I tell you, that would be a blessing, huh? Yes, I needed it too. Sometimes, you got to follow your first mind, because I was going to just go to bed and I just had that on my mind, and someone told me, scope that before you go to bed, Linda. Scope that. Because somebody else might need to hear that. And you all can just feed off of each other's positive vibe before you turn the lights out. So My goal tomorrow is I'm going to at least find two people that I'm going to invite into my positive vibe group on Periscope and see if we can, at least while I'm on vacation during my birthday week, at least, share some positive vibes before we go to bed. And I hope you two join me in this. It's a quest. Ah, not yet, not yet, not birthday yet. Hopefully, my birthday is on Thursday, last day of the month. But I'm on vacation all week. I just be birthdaying it all week. I'm telling you. When you get my age, you gotta have a week of birthday celebrations, man. You should, I'm telling you, I'm in that age bracket now. I gotta, party the whole week. And when I say party, I mean just chill, just do anything. So tomorrow I'm heading on a bus ride. I'm going to get on the bus. I'm going to go to the dockyard, have some lunch, get back on the bus, and then go all the way to St. George's to have some dessert, get back on the bus, and then come Hamilton. I'm going to be bossing it. So make sure you have on Periscope tomorrow. See if you can catch up with me, because I'm going to be scoping. Where I go, you guys are going this birthday week, man. We all going to have some positive vibes this week. Because I'm telling you, I'm not going to be off. And I ain't letting anybody suck out my vibe. Yeah, Periscope is new, man. Periscope's the new thing. Yeah, this is live, man. Live. I love Periscope, actually. I just got into it, but I really like it because I just feel like it's real, you know? Yeah, Bernice be raw. I follow Bernice too because they keep me informed, man. They're right on the scene. Bernice don't play. Bernice is right on the scene. Yes, Bernice is on Periscope. You gotta look them up and follow them. Because anything happens, Bernice is on it. And I see you get your notifications. If you follow somebody, you get a notification, tells you when they're live. So make sure you keep your notifications on. But yeah, so that's the birthday plan. I got it around the protest. Yes. Yeah, I tried. I was doing a loose scope around the protest, but I was kind of busy waving the flag and, being the MC. I was a little busy. I couldn't scope to you. I couldn't scope. You can't do everything. I tell you, you can't do everything. But yeah, I'm always trying to bring people over to the Scope Nation because this is going to be the way of the world. The other day I was on Periscope. I went on a safari. Some people went on a safari down in Africa. I followed them. I saw some elephants and some tigers, and I said, "Listen, people, don't get too close to that tiger." I would hope I would hate that your last Periscope would be you getting eaten by a tiger. They they had about 100 people following them, and I was like, "Look, get back from that tiger." I mean, there's lions, because we would hate to see you get eaten up live. I said, I was killing myself. Say, get back, people, get back. That was like so funny. But they're just getting all close. I was like, uh. I tell you, some people are brave, boy, because I just I'm still troubled. What are you troubled by? What? You said trouble. You're still troubled. Share with me. I missed that. I missed that part. It went really quick. The hate. I can't go if he wants to talk. No, there's no privacy. This is no privacy. Periscope is live. Everybody's in on it. So hang around. Also. Ah, the radio show. Mm, mm. Fight at my job. Oh, mercy. Well, hopefully I'm going to get on Sherry J soon, and have some dialogue around the question of civil marriages and sorry, same-sex marriage and civil unions, and try to, have some real discussion around this whole issue. I mean, personally, as I've said often, I think the fact that we're going to referendum is very sad. It's very sad. This idea that you should give the majority a say in the human rights of the minority is a sad step for our country. And I I think that we as a community, particularly the LGBT community, unfortunately, I believe that we are very fragmented, and I think that if we had the commitment, we would work to pull ourselves together as one unit and not be splintered, and focus on education, focus on opening up ourselves to have some real dialogue around this question, because I think a lot of it is fear mongering. I think a lot of it has to do with people's own personal demons that they have, because I've always said that if you look very closely at the biggest and the loudest opposers, I mean, we all know that they have their own challenges around this question, and it's within their own circle. And so I often think that people push back because they really are scared of the reflection that they see, and that is very scary for them. But I think that it's important that we, as within the LGBT community, stop tearing each other down. Again, we're talking about that negativity, right? And if we really want to see progress, we got to stop splintering ourselves off in 21 square miles. Why do we have all of these different, we have the alliance, we have two arts and a comma, we have all these other little groups. We should be trying to come together as one group with one message. But we can't seem to get it together. And I have limited capacity for foolishness, right? So for me, I have committed myself to being vulnerable and opening up myself to educate people so that they can see that you have people that fall into the LGBT community within your immediate circles. And you know it. We all know it, but we don't want to talk about it. And you can't, as I've said before, you cannot cherry pick. You cannot cherry pick. And we have to get that message across, that you cannot throw the Bible up as the shield of all good on this particular topic, but yet close it and close your mind when it comes to all of the other foolishness. Well, listen, I I imagine that that must be very difficult, but I've said it and I'm going to say it again. I have no regard or no respect for the preserved marriage entity because you cannot convince me that the number one challenge for that group is more people wanting to get married. I would think their number one challenge and concern should be people getting divorced. You want to preserve marriage? Stop people getting divorced. You want to preserve marriage? Stop people fornicating. You want to preserve marriage? Stop all this adultery right up in your preserved marriage groups. You want to preserve marriage? Stop all the swinging and stop all the down low activity, huh? You want to talk about preserving marriage. Let's start with that. But you can't tell me that you want to preserve marriage by preventing other people from marrying. That is irrational. There is no logic behind that. But I get that it's difficult because I've seen some people that I know quite well up all in the preserved marriage. And shamefully so. Because some of them are on the second marriage. But I can't make choices for people, and people choose to follow the causes that they believe in. And so there are people that have chosen to take up their cause under the umbrella of preserved marriage. But those are not the people that I'm trying to get to because they have taken a position. I'm trying to educate those persons that are neither here nor there because I believe those are the people that are going to be significant when it comes to the vote. The church people, they're going to go their way as the churches go. But there are close to 65, 60, I think last close to 64,000 people in this country. And the voter pool has to be at least half of that. And if 30,000 people come out and vote on this matter, I would be shocked. I'll be shocked if 30,000 people participated in this referendum. But we want to have a high number. And the reason why we want to have a high number is because we want to bring out those young people who fall into the LGBT community. We want to bring out those supporters. And we want to bring out those people that are undecided and bring them over to common sense. So there is work to be done. And that's why I'm saying we as in the LGBT community should have gotten together a long time ago under one umbrella and pushed the cause. The problem is we still have people that are undecided themselves. Because people are like, well, I'm not going to do nothing because I believe in marriage. It should be marriage. And other people say, well, I ain't going to do nothing because I believe it should be civil unions, whatever. Listen, both questions are going to be on the referendum. Both questions are going to be on the referendum. And I think for me, it's not about whether it's marriage or whether it's civil union. It's about getting people to realize that there is a large population of gay people in this country, and they are entitled to the rights of a Bermudian citizen. And I think this whole thing about immigration actually is a blessing in disguise. because I push the envelope that you can't say that Bermudians have an entitlement to X, Y, Z, and then turn around and say, but not gay Bermudians. And say this whole question of rights and entitlement has come up at the best time for us. And what we now need to do is take that momentum while everybody is still plugging along and saying, what is, what do we deserve as citizens of this country? We deserve this, and we deserve a job, and we deserve to have our houses protected, and we deserve our children to have this. All of a sudden, we have all these rights. But yet you're talking about taking away somebody else's rights. So I think it's important that we tie the two together, and I think it's important that we have a lot of dialogue around it. But it's not for the faint at heart. It isn't. But here's what I realized: I have people in my family that struggle with what they see as my lifestyle choice. And that's okay for them. But they can't change what is. And I have to live my life in a way that shows them that regardless of their struggle, they cannot change what is in me. And the fact that I accept it, the fact that I'm living a productive life, living as a positive citizen in this country, they cannot help. They cannot help but want the best for me. And I think that's where we have to drive people. And the only way we can do that, unfortunately, is by letting them inside of our life a little. Because I think when we have this whole, that we cover ourselves in secrecy, I think people, I think they start to put negative things like, oh, wow, if you're hiding something, it must not be good. And I know that is a difficult thing to say, because I certainly believe that everybody has a choice to make in terms of coming out. But I think that the longer we stay closeted, we add to the belief that there is something wrong with who we are. And that's keeping it real. But everybody gets to make their own choice. So, but that is, yeah. So I'm going to end on that note right there. But I'm glad that you came on and spent, some time with me. And, I feel so much better. I feel so much better in my spirit. And I thank you for the encouragement, most definitely. So I will see you sometime tomorrow. Don't forget to follow me and encourage other people that you know to follow me, hang out with me on this birthday weekend, and we're gonna keep this positive vibe going, because at the end of the day, we are all that we have who understand our challenges. We are all that we have, whether we like each other or not. We are still all that we have. We are a very small community, and we should be trying to stick more together than being divided. So that's my scope for the night. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.